Imagine taking years of scattered company files and turning them into a single, highly secure, structured vault. Today, we are going to build an agent that answers questions using only your verified data, without ever guessing from the public web. This diagram shows our precise four-step process. First, we create the blank agent. Second, we restrict its data sources. Third, we test it locally. Finally, we deploy it to a live communication channel where your team actually works. Before building, you need two prerequisites: an active Microsoft 365 Copilot license and direct access permissions to the specific SharePoint sites you plan to pull data from. Standard AI models pull from the public web, which introduces the risk of misinformation when specific context is missing. We will build a model that uses your enterprise data as its primary boundary, prioritizing your internal files over general internet knowledge. Step 1 is creation. Open Microsoft 365 Copilot. Click the New Agent button on the left pane and navigate straight to the Configure tab. Scroll down to the Knowledge section. Here, you connect your organizational data by pasting a target SharePoint link or using the picker to select specific files and folders. If you paste a link, it must be exact. The URL can only go 2 levels deep, and it cannot contain any query parameters. If the link is too complex, the connection will fail. Once you add your files, watch the file list for this Preparing status badge. The system needs a few minutes to index your documents, and the agent cannot use the information until that badge clears. You can select up to 100 specific SharePoint files per agent. Keeping your scope within this limit ensures the agent retrieves information efficiently without scanning irrelevant data. Now we reach the critical step. Even with your files attached, the agent might still try to search the public web if it gets confused. We need to cut off that external access. Locate the toggle labeled Only Use Specified Sources. Flip it on. This single switch changes the behavior of the AI. Instead of generating creative guesses, it operates as a strict search engine. If the answer is not in your attached SharePoint files, the agent will simply state that it cannot find the information. With the boundary set, we move to testing. Use the test pane on the right side of the screen and ask a highly specific question that only your internal documents can answer. Notice how the agent constructs this reply in the chat interface. It provides the exact data, followed by a glowing, clickable citation link pointing directly to your uploaded source document. Right now, this agent only exists for you inside the Microsoft 365 Copilot chat. To share it across your organization or on different platforms, you must transition the project into Copilot Studio. Click the More Options menu in the upper right corner and select the option to copy your agent to Copilot Studio. This moves all your knowledge sources and instructions into an advanced workspace. Inside Copilot Studio, you must formalize your work. Hit the Publish button to save the configuration and lock the code into place. If you make changes later and your team cannot see them, it is almost always because you forgot to press Publish. The live version only updates when you explicitly command it to. Once published, Copilot Studio generates a demo website link. You can share this secure sandbox link with stakeholders so they can review the agent and provide feedback before a wider rollout. Publishing within Copilot Studio enables professional-grade deployment. The agent is now a managed asset, ready for organization-wide distribution across multiple platforms. For our final step, deployment, navigate to the Channels tab to view all platforms where your agent can live. To meet the team where they already communicate, select Microsoft Teams from the available channels. The system walks you through a brief configuration process. You review the connection settings, confirm your authorization, and enable the integration with just a few clicks. To initialize the live environment for yourself, click the final prompt that says Open the agent in Teams. Microsoft Teams will open, and your custom agent will appear right in your active chat list alongside your standard human contacts. Placing the agent directly into Teams removes the need for your staff to learn a new interface or open a separate app. The structured AI sits exactly where their daily operational workflow happens. Your colleagues can now message the bot in Teams exactly like they would message a coworker, asking for policy details, project statuses, or technical specifications. Because we restricted its knowledge base, the agent scans exclusively through the SharePoint files you defined. It delivers perfectly cited answers without hallucinating data. Users no longer need to manually dig through SharePoint folders. They can now retrieve specific information through a direct conversation, using the exact sources we provided during setup. Your organization now has a secure, localized source of truth, but SharePoint is just the beginning. In the next video, we will explore how to connect your agent to external systems like ServiceNow and Salesforce.